Hello everybody, Quinel here, and just wanted to make another small video in regards to something I see a lot of people kind of struggling with early on with Warrior, and it kind of feeling super slow early on in the game. Couple skills that I see kind of someone struggling with is Rolling Slam, and it kind of being used in conjunction with Boneshatter. At least very early on, that's going to be like the combo everyone's going to be using. So Rolling Slam has something written with it where after the first slam, the first slam by itself does 50% more stun buildup. So if you take that and you combine it with the Overpower gem, you have a decent amount of just stun buildup that you can get off the rip. And if you pair that with Boneshatter, and if you have it, Impact Shockwave, you can clear packs pretty darn easily and quickly, especially in the early game, if you take advantage of animation canceling the first hit of the slam into Boneshatter. So I'll show you an example of what that looks like, just to show what weapon I have is just some basic physical club that I found in the shop. So we'll be using that just to show an example. You don't need anything crazy weapon-wise to be able to do so. In terms of skills, I'm level 2, got the melee damage gem at the beginning, and I would be going down and picking up these stun buildups, leading up to the heavy stun damage. But we won't even get to that point here, but just to show an example. So, missed the first attack. If we find any other wave, the first hit automatically leads to the stun state, and then holding down the button for Boneshatter, in this case Q, automatically cancels the first hit and gets the second hit out immediately. So instead of having to wait for the second slam to go out, so in this case if we went through both slams, well, in this case everything was dead, but especially once you get to the next couple areas, this combo is going to be super useful in terms of getting rid of most of the enemies that are here, especially in just like one swift move and being able to move from pack to pack to pack without really having much slowdown at all. To be able to animation cancel the first hit of the slam, you have to wait maybe a second into the animation and then hold down the Q button in this case, and the next move will come out immediately. We'll grab a bit more melee damage. So we'll go straight to the next zone, and we'll see what the difference looks like in the Grellwood as well. If you do the animation a little bit too quickly, instead it's going to be looking something like this, where, let's say I'm holding down Q for Boneshatter immediately after Rolling Slam. Instead of going after the slam, your character will ignore the first slam animation and will go straight into Boneshatter, which is not what we want. We want to wait for the first hit to go off, and then immediately go for the Boneshatter afterwards. Oh, I'm gonna compile a bit of compilation of just this going and working through, and I'll see you guys again in a second. Alright, there you go. If you have any other questions, let me know. So I leveled up a little bit, went down and picked up those stun nodes I mentioned before, and it kind of the extra stun buildup as you go kind of makes a big difference. Eventually, if you continue to concentrate on stun buildup and you keep going along with just using, like I've leveled up with Rolling Slam and Bone Shatter up through the campaigns without any issue whatsoever, and packs will just be exploding everywhere, and you'll be constantly moving forward, and there's not much slowdown in the slightest. And then if you want single target damage, once you get shield charge, just throw that on there, and you're going to be melting bosses, especially once you pick up the increased melee damage against heavy stunned enemies. It makes a big difference. But like I said, if you have any other questions, let me know. But thank you very much, and have a good evening. Bye-bye, guys.